So in that time that we were in Dallas, I was able to get like work through a temporary agency, Express Pros or something like that, Express Employment, something like that. So the job was to um, factory reset telephones, like cell phones. So the job itself was really fun, but like on my first day there, I had some issues with some coworkers. They dumped water in my locker, and then when I went to management about it, they were like, well, we can pull the tapes, but there's nothing that we could really do about it. And being consistently a new person on the block, I knew what looking up the videos would mean. You know what I mean? It would mean, okay, the new girl comes in, and now other people are fired or reprimanded, and so they'd hate me even more than they already did, when they shouldn't have hated me at all, because I didn't know them. But regardless, so I was just like, F this job, I'm, whatever. Dale can take care of us. So, I remember like being so sad because like I couldn't take care of myself, and I was sad because Dale was not taking care of us. And I realized he had his own problems and his own issues too, but at that time I was just neck deep in my own issues. I couldn't really do anything about it. So we then, at this weekly rate hotel stay, like, Dale gets fired because he's drinking on the job. He's not reliable, which most alcoholics are not. And so again, I'm back on Craigslist, pleading to the universe, saying, please God, like, is there anywhere we can stay, blah 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 blah. And this starts the adventure Dale and I had of going throughout the nation, being unhoused and being poorly housed. It was pretty crazy, honestly. But anyway, so I'm on Craigslist. I remember it was some sort of like, it was around like a sports holiday, or like the Super Bowl or something, and Dallas was actually in it, in whatever sport event. So it was like everyone was, when I would walk outside of this weekly rental, like there was just like, all you could hear is the TVs playing and like cheering, and it was a really surreal experience. Again, I'm drunk throughout this entire process. Like, Dale's drunk, I'm drunk, we're both drunk. It's an experience. So eventually we don't have it. We don't have the money to pay to extend our stay. And finally my Craigslist ad pays off. So I get contact from this lady. I'm not even going to name the lady, but so she's like in another tiny city in Texas, right? She's like, y'all can come, y'all can stay with us. It's no big deal. We do expect rent, but we'll give you like a month and you can get your stuff together. You know what I mean? So at the last minute, we just pack all our crap up. We go to like a thrift store and buy bags of stuff, like bags to carry our stuff in. Again, we're, traveling light because we don't, we're staying at a hotel. We don't have like a household goods or anything like that. And we get on a bus, right? And we go to this lady's house. So we arrive at this lady's house again. We're raging alcoholics. So it was a tiny town. I was still seriously traumatized throughout this entire endeavor. It felt like, looking back now, like at the time I was so just like in shock, in horrified shock. But like looking back now, like I was literally just so traumatized. I mean, I know that now. Me now knows that. But back then I had no clue. I was just like, I gotta got to find a way to get out of this situation. We only just dug ourselves deeper. But okay, so we get to the lady's house. Now this lady, she's into drugs. She's got a bunch of teenagers living with her. Like one or two of them, I think, is her actual son, and then like all the son's homies are around. I couldn't find work there, and then Dale did. Dale found some work. Again, there was so much that went on. It was such a horrible living situation, that eventually we got kicked out. We couldn't pay the rent, and again, like, I don't want to focus on Dale too much, but like some of the stuff that was being done is just shady things, and I wasn't in it. I was just along for the ride, and it was a horrible ride. So that was my first like Dallas experience. The good takeaways of Dallas was they had excellent public transportation. They had some beautiful neighborhoods, some wonderful art, just like street art, like graffiti and murals, which is something close to my heart that I really love. But I got to see a big city as an adult instead of as a child, and I got to experience all of what riding public transit was really about. How you got to take a bus, and then you might have to take a train, and you get your little pass, and like I got to learn. That's something I got to learn in Dallas, was that how to use public transportation and use multiple buses, use multiple trains to get wherever you needed to go. So that's Dallas.